My dear student, today we are going to see a point fundamental of Boolean algebra. Before going to study different rules and regulations of Boolean algebra, let's see why we study Boolean algebra. This is an algebraic method used to simplify digital circuits by applying different Boolean laws, and due to this the complexity of circuit gets reduced. As a result, if you want to implement any digital circuit and you are going to use a Boolean algebra, then the result of that we require very less number of wires as well as very less number of logic gates to design any digital circuits. That's why it is very important of Boolean algebra. One more thing, the Boolean algebra it is used to analyze the digital circuits as well as logic gates, how they are going to perform, in which way the input output is flow. In this way, any designer or any user customer can satisfy with the help of Boolean algebra due to minimized size of the circuit. This Boolean algebra is introduced by the scientist George Boole in the year of 1815 to 1864, which is mathematician 1. And this find some rules and regulations to find out the shortest or minimize Boolean expressions. Let's see first. These are some examples which is comes in the Boolean expressions. The first one is Z relates to a statement of true or false. This statement will be true or false. For example, if lockdown will end, then only then school will open. Otherwise, school not will be open. So this will be true statement, and another will be false one. Then second statement is it relates to the two statements. True only when it is true when both inputs are true or both conditions are true, otherwise this is not true. For best example of this, suppose the class is going on but students are there but faculty is not present, then it will be false. If faculty is present, if students are not there, then this is again false. So two, this equation becomes true when both conditions should be true. And the last one is w is equal to x into y plus z. In this condition, x into y should be true or z alone should be true. Otherwise, this w is not going to be true. In this way, Boolean expressions is carried out. Before, let's go with the Boolean axioms and law. What is meaning of axioms? These are small set of logical operations which are used to implement a theorem's properties of the Boolean expressions. So let's study some axioms. These are the axioms. First, AND axioms, or you can say AND operations. 0 into 0 becomes 0. 0 into 1 becomes 0. 1 into 0 becomes 0. 1 into 1 becomes 1. The another axioms is OR axioms, or you can say OR operations. 0 plus 0 depends, it meaningless, that is 0. 0 plus 1 becomes 1. 1 plus 0, 1. 1 plus 1 becomes 1. And the last one is complementation law, or you can say complementation axioms. Is 0 complement becomes 1 and 1 complement becomes 0. These are the axioms which are very useful to find out different properties of Boolean expression as well as laws of Boolean algebra. Then these are the laws. First, Boolean laws. The first law is AND operation, or you can say AND law. First, let's see, a into 0 becomes 0. We know that we can multiply any value by 0, then it will be 0 also. Next, a plus 1, this will be a. How it becomes a? If suppose, for example, this, if suppose a is equal to 0, 0 into 1 becomes 0. So what is the value of a? Here we are assuming 0. Suppose in the another condition, a is equal to 1. 1 into 1 becomes 1 because it is the AND axiom. So 1 into 1 becomes 1. So if you put any value of a, then output will be a. Next, a into a is a. A into a bar becomes 0. We will consider here one more approach. Assume a is equal to 0. If a is equal to 0, a bar is 1. 1 into 0 1 into 0 becomes 0. So this will be true conditions. For another condition, we will assume a is equal to 0, a bar is 1. 0 into 1 becomes 0. So this will be another and logs. Next OR operations. A plus 0 is equal to a. Let's see. Assume this a becomes 0. 0 plus 0 becomes 0, because what is the value of a is 0. Assume a is equal to 1. 1 plus 0 becomes 1 by using this OR operations. So what we put value of a, the output is equal to the a. Next, a plus 1 becomes 1. For this, a plus a is equal to a. For this, let's consider a plus a is equal to a. How it is comes? Assume in the one bracket a plus a, in the another bracket we are getting a plus a complement, which is nothing but 1. So a plus a into one bracket and another bracket is 1. So it becomes, we will take a common, it will be gives you a value. So 1 plus 1 something becomes 1. So if we find out the bracket a, what will happen? 1 plus 1, and which is equal to the a. A plus a bar is also 1. These are the OR laws, and last one is complementation law. So this a plus a is equal to a, and a into a, it is called as idempotent law, and this is called as identity law. If we multiply anything a with 1 or we add a with 0, then we are getting its a value. So it is called as identity law. Next, here second stage is properties of Boolean algebra. With the help of this different laws, basic laws, we are able to draw or find out Boolean properties. The first one is commutative property, which is a into b is equal to b into a plus b is equal to b plus a. This is called as AND law, and this is OR law. Associative laws, a into bracket b into c is equal to a into b bracket complete into c, or OR law of this associative is a plus in the bracket b plus c is equal to a plus b one bracket and plus c is one more thing. Distributive law, a dot b plus c is equal to ab plus ac. We remove the parenthesis. A plus bc is equal to a plus b into a plus c. And last one is absorption law. A plus ab is equal to a plus ab into a, sorry, this a is not here, a into bracket a plus b into is equal to a. So this is the different properties which are used for the, which are implemented for the minimization of Boolean algebra. Let's see. We'll see one by one in upcoming part of the video. First one is commutative law. The commutative law, there are two different laws. First law, a into b is equal to b into a. What commutative law says that if the order of variable, it doesn't matter at the output. For example, here the input is a and here another input is b. What is the output? A, b. Here input is b out and another input is a, and output is a b a. So just check once again what will be comes. A b, there are two inputs, so it produces four possible outcomes. 0 0, 0 into 0 becomes 0, 0 into 1 becomes 0, 1 plus 0 becomes 0, 1 plus 1 becomes 1. Okay, this law again implemented for the truth table a into b with inputs of b and a. We are just change the position of inputs b into a. 0 into 0 becomes 0, 0 into 1 becomes 0, 1 into 0 becomes 0, 1 into 1 becomes 0. So this law, commutative law, is defines that a variable order, it doesn't matter, the output it remains same or unchanged. Or same, the second law which is implemented for the OR operation is inputs are A, B, output will be A plus B. If the inputs are B plus A, the output is a B plus A. Just go through with this. You can again design a truth table for this. You are getting same values of A plus B as well as B plus A. Then next, associative law. The associative law is a law in which the change of the terms are brackets or remove brackets. The order of calculation can be changed without affecting the results. This is the meaning of this associative law. Then first law, what is said, A into B plus C is equal to AB into C. This is the logical diagram which will be implemented for this first RHS, and this is logic diagram for implemented for the LHS. First B into C, what will be output? B and C are the inputs to AND gate. What will be output? B into C. These are again input to the A, that is second AND gate. A into B into C. Here we are getting A into B into C. So 0 0 0 0 into 0 we are getting 0. In this way, by analyzing the truth table, you can just verify the both the equations are correct one. So no need to be change or no need to be worry about the brackets or parentheses. This is the associative law of the first statement. The second statement is A plus bracket B plus C is equal to A plus B bracket complete plus C. For this we need three inputs A, B and C. First we will observe A plus B output, okay, and then we will add C. So in the another approach, what will be input? The input are B plus C, which is are getting B plus C and plus A. In this way we are getting both the output equations are equal one. Next, distributive law. The distributive law is state that the same answer is arrived at when we multiplying ANDing a variable by a group of brackets or variable added all together, as when each multiplication is performed separately. The first one is law first, that is A into B plus C is equal to AB plus AC. What it defines that ANDing a variable by a group of bracketed variables are added together as when each multiplication is performed separately. Suppose this is parenthesis. In this parenthesis we are getting two variables B and C. If you multiply this A inside the parenthesis, we are getting different terms. The first one is separate terms, that is A, B and A, C. That is A, B, A, C. Go through with this. This will be implemented for the RHS with inputs B plus C. We are ORing together, which produces B plus C, and the result of B plus C are ANDed with the A. So we are getting A into B plus C. These are the output of this circuit. And second LHS is we are implemented for the logic diagram A into B, this one which produces result A into B, and for the second term we are again use AND gate which with the inputs of A, C, and output of this AND gate is A into C, and the both terms we are added ORing together, so we are getting A, B plus AC. If you observe carefully, output of this first and output of this second are remains unchanged, which is shown in the truth tables. Next, last two, A plus B is equal to AB in the bracket complete another bracket A plus C. Let's go with this. First take RHS. A plus B is equal to A plus C. Just remove the parenthesis. A into A plus A into C plus A into B plus B into C. We know that we study different laws. Okay, A into A becomes A, 1 plus C plus B. We are getting here A as the common term. What will be remaining? 1 plus C plus B. We kept B, C as it is. 1 plus B or 1 plus A, it becomes 1. So instead of these all terms, we are getting 1 A into 1 plus BC. So 1 is just don't consider 1 A plus BC. We are getting LHS. In this way, we can implement it with the help of logic diagram also. Next, absorption laws. There are again two statements. The first one is A plus AB is equal to A. Take A as common. What will be remaining? 1 plus B. 1 plus B. Assume it is equal to 1 plus A. 1 plus A becomes 1. A into 1 becomes 1. Again, in this bracket, A into A plus AB. A into A becomes A plus AB. Take A common. What will be remaining? 1 plus B. So 1 plus B becomes 1. So we are getting only A. These are the laws. Next, De Morgan's theorem. The De Morgan's theorem, again two laws. First law, A plus B complement, that is a ring complement, is equal to separate or individual complement of each and every variable. A complement into B complement. This is called as first De Morgan's theorem. So this will be equal to A and B are the inputs we are ORing with, and it's a complement. So we are going to use here NOR gate, which will be Boolean expression of NOR gate. And the next one is A and B are inputs. We are getting here not complement, that is not, which are gives A complement, and we are going to ending with each other. So it gives A complement dot B complement. Just whatever the result of both the outputs are equal. Next, A dot B complement is equal to A bar plus B bar. This is another law of De Morgan's, which is same one, which are easily analyzed by the truth table with the help of truth table. Suppose A and B are the inputs. What will be output? A, B complement. So for the 1 1, output will be 0, and remaining for output is a 1. For this, inputs are A and B. We need A bar, B bar, separate terms. Just 0 complement 1, 0 complement 1, 1 complement 0, 1 complement 0. Again for the B, B complement 1, 1 complement 0, 0 complement 1, 1 complement 0. And we are going to add both the terms. 1 plus 1 1, 1 plus 0 1, 0 plus 1 1, and 0 plus 0 0. If you observe carefully, the meaning of output at both logic diagrams is equals or identical, which is not going to be changed or which is not going to be vary. Next, consensus laws or theorems. Let's go with these theorems. How to prove it? A bar C plus BC is equal to AB A bar C. Okay, just go through this term. AB A bar C plus BC. Instead of this one, we are just into one. We are going to multiply this term by A plus A bar, which is 1. So what will we are getting? We are not going to be change these terms. We are just multiply BC inside the bracket. We are getting A B C plus A bar B C. From this term, first and third, we are getting A B common. Then what will be remaining? 1 plus C plus, from this second and fourth term, we are getting A bar C common. So what will be remaining? 1 plus B. So 1 plus C is nothing but 1, and 1 plus B is nothing but 1. So AB plus A bar C. This is the proof of our theorem first. In the second theorem, A plus B bracket complete, another bracket A bar plus C bracket complete, in third bracket B plus C. We have to show that is equal to A plus B bracket complete, in the another bracket A bar plus C. Let's go through with. First, take this one. We are getting A into A bar, then A into C, then A into B plus A into C. Just multiply this bracket with this one. Okay, once we are able to multiply this both the bracket, the one bracket is remaining. b plus c. Again multiply this bracket with this one. By minimizing these terms or neglecting these terms, a into a bar becomes 0. What will remaining? AC plus BC plus a bar b, and the bracket is b plus c. Just again remove the parenthesis. We are getting a b c plus b into bc plus a bar b into c. Again AC into C, which is nothing but AC, BCC, which is nothing but BC, A bar B into C. Okay, which is equal to the AC plus BC plus A bar B. Because instead of this 2BC, we are getting B of C, or we are getting BC common from A 1, 2, and 3 terms. What will remaining? BC inside the bracket 1 plus A. So we are 1 plus A becomes 1. So BC as it is, AC as it is, and A bar B. Let's go with these terms. What we'll see? A plus B in the bracket, another bracket A bar plus C. Just remove the parenthesis. What will be first parenthesis? A into A bar plus A into C plus A bar into B and B into C. A bar into A becomes 0. What will remaining? AC BC plus A bar B. If you observe carefully, this is equal to this one. So this is called as Fancius theorem. Thank you very much. I hope so. You learn something about Boolean algebra, how the Boolean algebra or Boolean properties or theorems can prove with the help of truth tables, with the help of logic diagrams. So the meaning of both sides is not going to be changed. Just we are implemented this for the minimization or to reduce the large expression of the Boolean equations. Thank you very much.